Meet Richard. Richard graduated at the top of his class as most likely to succeed. He has a prestigious business degree on his office wall, and his work ethic is respected by all who know him. This is Tommy. Tommy barely escaped high school, partied his way through college, and didn't get serious about business until well into his 30s. Richard and Tommy work in the same office and do the same thing. Nobody there works harder than Richard. He's the first one into the office and the last one to leave. He's an impeccable dresser, wears the finest suits, and is always hunting down that new business. You can find him on the phone, dialing and pretending to be smiling, making countless cold calls. He doesn't go home at night until he books that one more appointment. Tommy, on the other hand, is usually the last one in every morning because he likes to drive his kids to school. He dresses very business casual, never seems stressed, and is always showing up smiling with a cup of coffee in his hand. Tommy comes and goes at his leisure, meets his wife frequently for lunch, and never misses a Little League game or a dance recital. One of these guys is a company's dream come true, but it's not who you think. You see, Tommy, not Richard, has been the company's top producer for 11 years in a row. Everyone thinks he's lucky. Though he puts in literally half the amount of hours that Richard does, he brings in twice as much business. How could that be, you might ask? Richard spends 90% of his time chasing new business. He's relentless. He's a sales machine. Tommy spends 90% of his time strengthening relationships with his already existing customer base. His customers, in turn, always come back with repeat business and refer him new business all day long. He's a referral magnet. Tommy used to be the guy sitting at his desk writing thank you notes every day. He'd make a series of short checking in phone calls, never talking about business. He knew his customers' names, their family members' names, their birthdays, anniversaries, and kept a sharp eye on the obituaries so he could always be there in support when needed. These consistent habits consumed most of Tommy's workdays. Then AMcards came along. AMcards allows Tommy to create a personalized custom greeting card in a fraction of the time it used to take. With just a mouse click, AMcards then prints that card, stuffs it in a real envelope, puts a real first-class stamp on it, and mails it off for him, all for a couple of bucks, saving him both time and money. As a result, Tommy sends a lot more cards. He starts his mornings by sending cards to 3 people that he's grateful for who they are, not just for their business. Next, he sends out thank you cards with just a few mouse clicks, followed by birthday and anniversary cards, often including personal pictures. Never does he ask for the business. Never does he mention business. Tommy's customers save his greeting cards and often display them on the fireplace mantle. They feel like they're his friends, and they are. Richard, on the other hand, thanks his customers with unemotional text messages and emails. And he always reminds them that he's never too busy for their referrals. Richard's thank yous are usually read and deleted. His customers feel like dollar signs. Richard's attitude is that he's never too busy for a phone call. Tommy is never too busy for his family. Richard works way harder than Tommy, and everybody knows it. Tommy doesn't mind one bit.